Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Satnam, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gobind, and this is your Channel for Grace. Thank you guys so much for being here live, and thank you to those of you that are watching the replay. Welcome in Yoni, welcome in Magali, welcome in Mama O. Thank you guys for being here. I'm so excited to go over the astrology of this full moon in Leo. Today we're going to dive very deep into this astrology and go even beyond the astrology and look back at one of the temples in ancient Egypt that actually holds some codes that will be present for this powerful full moon. Hello, Veronica. Welcome in. And Colette, welcome in. If you are new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you get notified of when I go live. I'm going to invite you to download my free moon astrology guide, which will tell you what your psychic gifts are based off of your moon sign. And then it enters you into my email list, and I send out a weekly moon magic report. I also have a Starseed membership, which is amazing. It's only $22 a month, and you get guided through basically the whole year, astrologically, through the major transits, through the new and the full moons. We've got meditations on there. We've got AKASHIC healing chambers. There's a new kind of season coming up, and it's the Pisces season. It starts on this Friday. So we have a whole new set of content coming onto the channel, and tomorrow I'm going to be uploading the full moon meditation for you guys, as well as a PDF journal, so you can journal along with the energy of this powerful full moon in Leo. So hello, Nelvin, welcome in. We're going to dive right into this astrology. Let me do a little screen share. And again, if you guys feel like this is some content that people are going to enjoy, then make sure that you share it out. I would really appreciate that as well. Okay, I'm going to hop on over to this scene. Hello, Valerie, welcome in. And do a screen share so we can actually look at the chart of this full moon. And there's always a lot of layers. This is what I love about astrology and intuitive readings, is that there's so many layers that you can apply to all of these powerful astrological transits. And this one has many, many layers that you'll notice will completely blow your mind. So this is why I'm so excited about this specific one, because it's kind of a powerful one. So this is the chart. Let me know if you guys can see it in the chat of this full moon in Leo. And the way that you know that there is a full moon happening is you're going to see the sun and the moon exactly oppose each other at the same exact degree. So sun is 27 degrees, 59 minutes of Aquarius. The moon is at 27 degrees, 59 minutes of Leo. So here we are, full freaking moon. There's some general information about a full moon in Leo that is important to recognize. This is the first layer that we're going to talk about. A full moon in Leo is about passion. It's about creativity. It's about love. Leo is about shining bright, letting our inner light shine through. This moon wants to have fun and enjoy life. It is also a moon that needs to feel loved and valued. Otherwise, it shuts down. This is really about connecting to your heart space. With the moon at the last degrees of Leo, this is a very powerful Leo energy. It's going to be strong Leo energy. And with this being a full moon, on top of that, everything becomes intensified. So it's a time of celebration and things reaching a moment of climax as well. I feel this specific full moon is also a very powerful portal. We have a powerful numerological portal next week on Tuesday. It's February 22nd of 2022. That is all these twos. So we've got this portal coming up. This full moon is ushering in the energy of this portal. It's activating it. I feel this is deeply connected to Egypt, ancient Egypt, and the Sphinx and the pyramids. And the Sphinx being originally a lioness who guarded the pyramids. The Sphinx, the lioness, pointed directly at the Leo constellation, and the three pyramids point directly up towards Orion's belt. And Orion is the biggest portal that we can see from here in our galaxy. The Orion portal is the portal to the ninth dimension, which is basically the God. For lack of better words, the ninth dimension is the understanding of it all. It is the infinite, it is the everything, and it is the nothing at the same time. And it is such a powerful moment when you understand what this ninth dimension is. In fact, this weekend, we're actually diving into the whole understanding of the 9 dimensions in the Moon Goddess training. So I'm super excited about that when we dive into the Temple of Horus in Edfu. But this has powerful Egyptian vibes, like ancient, not just Egyptian. I say Egyptian, but really what I mean is ancient Atlantean. This is ancient Atlantean codes that this moon is connecting with. This is ancient. It's found in the temples. We'll see a picture of it in a little while. And it is also powerful and strong Leo energy. The other thing, some other aspects that are happening with this moon is that it's actually making an exact quincunx to Pluto. Let me erase this stuff. And then so here's the moon. It's got a quincunx to over here. Here's Pluto. He's at 27.2. And then we have got this 0 degrees of Aries, Pallas Athena. And there's a quincunx to Pallas Athena as well. Quincunxes they're challenges, but when you get two quincunxes that point at a sextile, this is a sextile between Pallas Athena and Pluto, we call this a yod. And a yod in astrology is known as the finger of God. It points in a certain direction, and the direction that it points to is the important point. It's pointing directly at this full moon. That's why this is a significant aspect. Pluto represents transformation, death, change, transformation, transcendence. is really where the Pluto energy really can teach us about letting go. Because when we transcend to the next phase of our journey, when we transcend to the next moment, we are actually learning to let go. And we are surrendering to the flow of life, or birth, life, death, and rebirth. And when we do this, that's when you truly learn about your purpose. Your purpose is to evolve. You're always moving in this powerful process of evolution. And Pluto really can teach us about transcendence and letting go. Making a sextile. Sextiles are positive energies to Pallas Athena. Pallas Athena is the asteroid known as, she is the goddess of wisdom. Goddess of wisdom. This is where deep wisdom comes through. She is currently in the sign of Aries, like at 0 degrees of Aries, which is also a powerful, it's like the hidden step in the step system, astrological system based on Christopher Witecki. But 0 is everything and nothing. 0 is pure potential. And Aries is about taking action. So the goddess of wisdom enters the sign of Aries, or is at 0 degrees of Aries, activating the wisdom that helps us to gain like that spark of life. It's the spark that lights up the path forward. So this is a beginning. These two are making a sextile. So wisdom and transcendence, and then the quincunx to the moon. The wisdom and the transcendence leading us to our heart, the moon. And the moon is in the sign of Leo, which is completely our hearts. This moon is ruled by the sun, which represents our soul. So this is all about the heart center. This is all about love. This is all about devotion. What's also crazy about this full moon is that on this day, Venus and Mars are making an exact conjunction in the sign of Capricorn. And they've been together. They're doing this dance. I've been talking about it. They're doing this like fun dance through Capricorn. Venus is what we desire. Mars is how we act to get that desire, is how we get it. What do we do to actually get what we want? So what do we want in the sign of Capricorn right now? We want organization. We want structure, but it's not from the outside. These are personal planets. We want this for ourselves. This means we have to step into responsibility, take responsibility for our actions. This means that we have to take action to actually make this happen. This is where the Lyran starseed energy is in astrology. And the Lyrans are the oldest souls in the galaxy. They teach us about ancestry, connecting to our ancestors. The Lyrans helped seed humanity. And because they're the oldest souls, they hold very powerful information. This is like the sage and the crone, the wise woman that comes forth, the grandmothers and the grandfathers. This is that Capricorn energy. They're speaking to us and they're inspiring us so that we desire to step into sovereignty, which is really what the Lyrans teach. They want us to step into sovereignty. They want us to step into our wisdom. They want us to understand that we have our own power, that we don't need to give our power away. We just need to remember how to use it. And we need to remember that we have the power. And when we take action, when we do the things that we say we're going to do, that is when the magic happens. And this is an alignment that is happening exactly at the time of the full moon, which makes it extra powerful. There's also something really, really powerful happening, which is happening the next day with Neptune. So Neptune is the planet of intuition. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in. Neptune is a planet of intuition, psychic abilities, being able to see the unseen and hear the unheard. And when Neptune, the next day after this full moon, so this full moon is about our heart. It's about what are we committing to? Where is our heart? I'm going to go into a little more detail about what is really coming through here in a second. But the next day, Neptune moves into 22 degrees. That is huge. That's huge. For the next 29 days, Neptune is going to be at 22 degrees. Now, 22 degrees is one of the master numbers, one of the master steps. According to the step system, the number 2 is connected to the moon. And so the master numbers are all about how you feel. What are you feeling about this? You attract what you feel. This is why this is such a powerful master number. It's I feel, and whatever I feel, I'm attracting. The number 22 is also about transforming. It is also about stepping into innovation, surrendering to cosmic innovation, and asking yourself, do I belong here? Do I belong here? Is where I am where I belong? Leo knows the answer to that. Leo knows. They can feel it deep within their soul, whether they belong or not. So asking yourself, watching around, is what you feel inside matching what's going on the outside? Are you living in coherence? Are you in coherence with what you feel and what's outside of you? Because if there's something that's happening outside of you that doesn't make sense, that is not what you feel, then you have to look at the inner world and what's going on internally. That's going to give you the answer. If something outside is not working out, not feeling good, something inside isn't either. So you're not in alignment with your heart. Your heart will tell you. And Leo is all about the heart. So this is a master step. I transform. I feel innovation. I belong. So this powerful portal, 2-2, is also what is leading us into next week, which is the whole Matías the Stefano projects. Powerful planetary activation. I recommend that you go to yosoy2022.org. I'm going to post it into the chat real quick. yosoy2022.org. And I don't know if that's it may not link up, but at least you have how it's spelled. If someone can actually put the linked one, you just have to add the HTTP and whatever in front of it. That would be awesome. But this is the whole program that I am activating the planetary web that is happening right now in Egypt. They're traveling to the temples. Today they went to the temple of Dendera and they posted these beautiful, beautiful pictures. The next temple is the Osirian temple. Then they have Dashur and Saqqara. And then they have the big pyramid this weekend that leads into the concert at the Sphinx, the powerful activation that's happening on the 22nd, February 22nd of 2022. That's the portal of time and space, where all of the dimensions of time and space align to open up the Orion portal. So if you're not signed up for this, you better be, because you can participate from anywhere in the world. The program is split into the different elements, and the ether group is what's anchoring in the information. We are the anchors. We are like the roots of the plants. In Egypt, they're representing the flowers. They're buzzing so that the bees, which are the sacred beings, the bees also represent awakened consciousness. The bees represent evolution of the earth. Thank you, Nelly. But make sure it says yosoy22.org. The bees represent the consciousness from the web of evolution. Once we connect that web, once we reconnect it, what's going to happen is we activate the information will start coming in to the earth. So it's an activation. This is a powerful activation. So if we think of that portal 2022 and what it represents, if it's just the step of innovation, if it's the step of transformation, if the step of cosmic innovation and feeling I belong, then we belong. It's together, we belong. This is where we belong. And Neptune is the planet of spirituality. So this is going to be a spiritual activation. Neptune will be supporting the portal at 22 degrees on February 22nd of 2022. There's too much going on for this to be a coincidence. You know what I mean? This is why this is such a powerful moment in time right now. And so if you sign up, you can do it from anywhere in the world. Basically, it's just he's going to go live on YouTube and explain. He already has done that, so you should watch the previous videos. But the link here, thank you, Nelly, actually takes you to that website, and then it links you to all the YouTube videos that he's going to be doing while in Egypt. You do not want to miss this powerful portal, this powerful activation. So next week, I'm going to be going live. On the 22nd, my goal is to go to my land and activate my land. Activate the land that we bought and that we're going to create a retreat center on here in Arizona. And then on Wednesday, we're going to do the celebration of the activation of the web. So I won't go live on the actual day because I want to go be over there. But on Wednesday evening, we will celebrate the completion of the 2222 portal and the planetary web. So an amazing, amazing moment in time right now. Okay. Now we're going to dive into the biggest and most powerful transit or aspect about this full moon. Marisela, if it didn't work, just go to josoy2022.org on your browser. Okay. So, what is really going on here? Here's the deeper part of this full moon. We already looked at where the sun is, 27. We looked at where the moon is, 27. But look at this. Both the sun and the moon are making a square to the nodes. North node Taurus, south node Scorpio. This is what we call in astrology a grand square. Squares, not to mention that the north node finds itself on Algol. And it's on the Pleiades. The north node is on the Pleiades. So the power of this grand square is squares push us towards action. Grand squares push us towards action. Grand squares create this moment of fate, this moment of destiny where we get a choice. Where do we take it from here? This is even stronger because it is the nodes that they are squaring. And you've got the south node, which represents karma, past lives, lessons learned, what we want to move away from, we want to let go and release, where we're doing our shadow work. This year, we're doing a lot of shadow work. And the north node represents destiny, where we're going as a collective. What are we doing? What's the direction that we are moving towards? This is a very, very fated moment, a choice. A choice must be made to follow the heart. Leo. These 4 signs are what we call the fixed signs in astrology. You know, basically Aquarius being the water bearer, Scorpio being the scorpion, Leo, the lion, and Taurus, the bull. Those 4 symbols have been powerful symbols throughout history. These 4 symbols, these 4 fixed signs are also aligned with energetically with the 4 royal fixed stars. So with Aquarius, you've got Fomalhaut, which is the fish that drinks the water from the Aquarius, the water that's being poured out by the water bearer. You've got Scorpio, Antares, the star, the fire star, the red star at the heart of the scorpion. These are the fixed stars. You've got in Taurus, Aldebaran, the eye of the bull in the Taurus constellation. And the one star in this fourth essence, this fourth dimensional, four fundamental energies, the one star that is, see, Antares is actually found in Western astrology. It's 9 degrees of Sagittarius, but it is on the Scorpio constellation. So these are the representations of the stars. But the one that is actually aligned with it right now is the moon. The full moon, aligned to the star Regulus, which is the star found at the heart of the lion. This is the Regulus portal. What is the Regulus star? The star of Regulus is the star found at the heart of the lion, traditionally connected to the summer solstice and known as the watcher of the north star, the essence of the North Star. Regulus, your heart. Regulus is located at 29 degrees of Leo / 0 degrees of Virgo in Western astrology. It's the bright star at the heart of the lion and the alpha of the Leo constellation. It is the guardian of the northern sky as it pre-announces the summer solstice. Its angelic signature is Archangel Raphael. Approximately 4,000 years ago, the summer solstice occurred in Leo. This fits the perennial rulership of the sign of Leo by the sun. And the summer solstice is the time of the sun's greatest strength. For many civilizations, the lion has served as a symbol of God and the goddess. In the ancient city of Nineveh, the present-day city of Mosul, Iraq, it was said, the strength of the people's heart does not weaken because the star of Leo is large. Regulus was considered a star that controlled everything. In astrology, the sun is the ruler of Leo, which also rules our hearts. Archangel Raphael, his name means the healing power of God, or he who heals. He's associated with the caduceus, and he is the archangel of healing. Archangel Raphael works miracles and presents the right information or method in getting the job done. Channeling the emerald green ray of the heart chakra, Archangel Raphael infinitely supports healing of the mind, body, spirit, to all those who ask so they can enjoy good health, prosperity, and peace. This is the power of the regular star. There's another connection here to the 4 fundamentals of the universe. So Aldebaran connected to the spring, the fundamental. We're talking about the cosmic plan of the universe here. The cosmic plan of the universe is expression, experimentation, integration, and transcendence. This is what is being highlighted here. The cosmic plan of the universe, which the way that we fulfill our earth plan is to surrender into this flow of expression, experimentation, integration, and transcendence over and over and over again in our lives. So Aldebaran, right, the energy of Taurus, the energy of the spring, the eye of the bull, is the expression. Regulus, the summer, experimentation. Antares, the fall. Scorpio, the energy of Scorpio, integration. And then the last, transcendence, the winter. I probably misspelled that. Expression, experimentation, integration, and transcendence. humanity. Humanity is at a crossroads. This is what this means. The crossroads. Right? The crossroads. The cross. The grand cross. This is why this is a fated moment. A fated moment. So these four symbols we've seen before. Where have we seen these four symbols before? This is a picture of the temple of Kom Ombo. The temple of Kom Ombo is a temple that works through the darkness, dealing with the darkness. This is an image that is found at the very end of the temple. We talked in detail about this in the Moon Goddess training this weekend. It is an image that is found in the temple. At the end of the temple, after you work through all your fears, through each of the chakras. So here you see Isis, and surrounding her, a lion, an eagle, a bull, and a human. Those are the four fixed signs. Here is a picture a little bit closer. Let me see if I can get it. There's the lion, the eagle, you got Isis, and then on the other side of her, let me actually reset because it's a little funky to see. On the other side of her, so there's her, you've got the bull. And then you can't see it on the bottom right, but it's actually the figure of a man. I just said a woman. That's funny. Aquarius. The four fixed energies that I just talked about. So the eagle is the scorpion, the lion is the lion, the bull is the bull, and the person is the Aquarius, water bearer. When you get to this point in the temple of Kom Ombo, the reason why you get to this point, let me go back to over here for a second. The reason that you get to this point is only after you've faced all your fears and you've understood that there's this powerful cycle. Where else do we see this energy? We see it in the World card in tarot. On the top right, the eagle and the scorpion. They're interchangeable. The lion on the bottom right, the bull on the bottom left, and the man on the top left. And you sitting in the center, in balance, because you've faced your fears. This is the crossroads that we're at. Where else do we see this? The Wheel of Fortune. The eagle, the lion, the bull, the human, the man, or the angel. And the wheel, the wheel of time. Kind of looks like a cross, doesn't it? Why? What? Actually, here's something even crazier. So it's going to be a little bit hard to see, but these constellations are actually opposing each other. These are actually dualities, oppositions. There's Leo. Oh, wow, look at that. The constellation of Leo. In the background, it's kind of hard to see. I'm trying to match it up with... There. It's right above the sun. That's the constellation of Leo. If you go a little further to the right... There's the bull, the constellation of the bull in the distance, but it's basically behind the sun, Aldebaran. Then, if you keep going to the right, you're going to find Fomalhaut, So right above the sun, you can kind of see it. And then if you keep going, we will get to the Scorpio constellation Antares. Behind the sun, you can see it. I know it might be hard, but that is, they're opposing each other in the actual, I know, isn't this cool? In the actual, maybe if I go back a little bit, ooh. Anyways, they're actually oppositions. So, yeah, I know that program's really cool. So that's the significance of what we're actually experiencing right now. These oppositions, that's why it's a fated moment. Regulus, the star at the heart of the lion in the Leo constellation. Here's another way to look at it. That's the moon is aligned with the star right now, which is also representative of the phoenix. I mean, not the phoenix, the Sphinx, which is the protector of the Orion portal of the pyramids in Egypt. The next one, Fomalhaut at the bottom, the fish that drinks the water from the water being poured out by the water bearer on the bottom right. That's Aquarius. You're getting a little taste of what we've been doing in the Moon Goddess training this weekend in the Temple of Komombo. Aldebaran, the Eye of the Bull in the Taurus constellation. Also close to the Pleiades. And Orion, the hunter in the skies. And then last but not least, the Scorpion, Antares, the heart of the Scorpion. This is the power that is holding it down right now. These oppositions that are just like they're too grand to not notice them, to not feel like this is a very fated moment. So where are you at? Where are you at? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. We're going to talk about the Sabian symbols, the Sabian symbol and the Chandra symbol for this moon, to add more layers to this meaning. So, the Sabian symbol, let's start with that one. We've got 27 degrees of Leo. The broadcast last night was so good. Nice. Having infiltrated an enemy installation, a secret agent finds his whole worldview slowly changing and decides to escape through an underground tunnel. This is the psychological dangers of being surrounded by people who inhabit an illusory, materialistic reality, either because one lives in an unenlightened country or because one is living within a crazy family. The hypnotic power of other people's thoughts and symbols to shape our world. Operating under the spell of an illusion versus escaping to a more awakened state of consciousness. Gnosticism. Remembering one's spiritual origins versus feeling trapped in one's physical body or within an illusion-bound culture. Talk about a fated moment. Being grounded within one's own reality versus losing one's bearings. Feeling dangerously alone versus finding people of like mind with whom one can speak freely. Educating people to another way of conceiving the world. Expressing the dissenting opinions. Leading others out of spiritual darkness, which I think is the title of this video. Now, the Chandra symbol, 27 degrees of Leo. the Chandra symbol, men doing gymnastics. Physical, material existence is a sturdy body in time and space. Let me start over. Physical, material existence in a sturdy body in time and space is the greatest agony and the greatest ecstasy that could ever be. It is agony in that you are so weighed down by the gravity of things, sorely troubled, heavily impacted, just about immobilized. It is ecstasy in that you can do so much with it. And when you mobilize yourself to take hold of the body and wield it as an instrument and vessel, the physical turns into a masterpiece, a wonder, a delight, unsurpassed. You experience the heights and depths of ambivalence towards incarnation and embodiment, feeling both repelled and attracted by the core drama of life in this earth. When you feel good, everything glows with promise. That's Leo, man. Leo is about feeling good. When your life force ebbs and becomes stagnant, the world is saturated with abysmal dread. Learn to harness embodied selfhood into something more constant and satisfying, even with repeated bouts of coming up against resistance and habit dying hard. Rigidity versus fluency. You have a creative dilemma with so much growth, outlasting your own inner enemies and becoming earth-worthy in the physical, triumphantly and with lasting imprint. Wow. And last but not least, this full moon finds itself on the 29th gene key, leaping into the void, the shadow of half-heartedness, the gift of commitment, and the city, the divine gift of devotion. The 29th city, tantric contagion. When the gift of commitment takes on a universal level of functioning, it becomes transmuted into the city of devotion. Out of this consciousness, all the great paths known in the East as Bhakti Yoga have arisen. Bhakti Yoga refers to the path of devotion or the path of the heart. Devotional paths are all paths of self-surrender, in which you completely lose your own sense of self in another. This is also the ring of union. The other can be a mission, as in the case of Mother Teresa's devotion to the poor, or the other can be an ideal or a symbol, such as a god or a guru. The path of devotion is far removed from society. Devotion is commitment gone mad. It is mad in the sense that you have to leave the order of your mind to enter into the wildness of your heart. At the gift level, commitment can still have traces of selfishness, even though it is surrendered and contains great power. However, the more the frequency rises through this 29th gene key, the more you find your commitments directed towards the service of others. As the frequency gets higher and higher, your commitment takes on a devotional quality and begins to activate the heart center. At a center stage in this process, you cannot help but become a devotee of some higher cause or being, and yet surrender your very identity to what appears to be an outside being or symbol. To those who do not understand the true matters of the heart and devotion, such devotion appears misguided at best. People approaching the city can appear to worship gurus or idols without a care for themselves. To the devoted one, however, The only thing that exists is the object of their devotion. If the devotional energy is towards a guru, then the guru is seen everywhere and in everything. If it is towards a mission, then that mission is all that matters in your life, and everything else must bend in that single pointed direction. When the quantum leap from the 29th gift into the 29th city occurs, an extraordinary thing happens. All the love that has been poured into the object of devotion suddenly begins pouring back into the devoted one from everything in their universe. At this point, the one manifesting the city often refers to everything, including themselves, as the beloved. Thus, it is said by such people that the very rocks and the trees bleed their love towards the beloved. Wherever such people go, their heart is in constant meltdown for everything and everyone they meet. These people often become poets or divine drunks or servers of others. The programming partner to this city is the 30th city of rapture. And these two words, devotion and rapture, are inseparable. These people are literally seized by love. The aura of such a being is so soft that it can draw in almost anyone as a devotee. When meeting this frequency in the flesh, it is near impossible to say no to such a being. Another aspect concerning this city, and in fact one partially born out of this city, is the path of Tantra. Tantra loosely refers to the transmutation of sexual or dense frequency into divine energy. Even at the gift level of the 29th gene key, you begin to enter the stream of Tantra. As you allow the energy of commitment to act itself out in the world, you begin to realize that an energy separate from your body is moving through you. This high frequency energy is actually moving into your body from your higher bodies, and in particular from the fifth body known as the Buddhic body. The more refined your frequency becomes, the more you can sense this energy or vitality moving through you. At these higher levels, people often become interested in practices such as yoga that can help you become even more sensitized to these life currents within your body. When the life currents begin to move through the chambers of your chest and heart, the devotional energy is activated. This is the essence of Tantra, the spontaneous surrender of your being to its higher evolution. This is what's happening this week. The 29th city remains deeply immersed in human relationships. In many tantric practices, the devotee visualizes him or herself having sex with a divine consort, or where he or she experiences alchemical shifts within their body through sustained loving intercourse with another person. As a path opposite to that of yoga, which is based upon discipline, Tantra is about letting life take you wherever it wants to. Such paths draw a great deal of moral judgment from society because they are essentially amoral, and given the nature of the sexual energy inherent in this gene key, taboos are often broken. However, if such paths are followed through with absolute commitment, they do eventually raise the consciousness into its devotional aspect. As you may recall, the ancient Chinese referred to this archetype as the abysmal. There is no greater symbol for diving into the abyss than that of living your life entirely from your heart. The path of devotion is one of the simplest ways of touching the divine, and is why you find it in so many of the great religions. Here it is based on the notion of sacred relationship, and its method is worship and prayer. There is a certain safety in worship because there always remains a worshiper and an object of worship. However, between the realm of the gifts and the realm of the cities lies the great abyss. It is this abyss that brings an end to worship. The great challenge for the devotee is to allow him or herself to be animated and take the great leap into full embodiment. When the devotee crosses the abyss, he or she will never emerge on the other side. Only the divine will remain. This is the dilemma of the Siddhic realm. Once such a person speaks, they will always sound as though they are God talking rather than a humble worshiper of God. This is where most religions end. Once the 29th city comes into being, all life is witness as prayerful, so there is no sense in praying anymore. Since you are the embodiment of the divine, to whom will you now pray? The 29th city of devotion is an absolutely contagious city. Wherever it goes, it implies devotion in others. This electrical homosexual aura creates considerable waves when it appears in the world. These are the masters who care nothing for morality or taboos. They are only interested in one thing: surrender into the heart. When it first pours into you, the 29th city often appears to be a chaotic energy without structure or rhythm. As your devotion deepens, you adjust your inner being to the organic nature of the heart, which shows no rules and takes its own strange twists and turns. What appears to be chaos to the outsider is really a deep state of wild, harmonic transcendence, in which the boundaries of normal reality have utterly melted. This is the city of saying yes to life. It gives itself to absolutely anything or anyone that comes its way. The message of the 29th city is exactly this: trust your heart above all else and never worry about the consequences. To be devoted means to lie forever in the lap of the divine. And that, my friends, is what this full moon is all about. Trust your heart above all else and never worry about the consequences. To be devoted means to lie forever in the lap of the divine. Whoa. And this is the portal to the 9th dimension that is being activated. It's like the protection spell, in a way. Kind of feels like it. The protection of the activation that is coming. The lion, the sphinx, protecting the portal. The divine portal. There you go. Freaking insane. This is one of the most powerful full moons because it leads us into the 22222 portal and the activation of the planetary web. Nothing can break that barrier. The protection is the love. The protection is the devotion. Yes, Mama O, the 5th element in action. The protection is the love, the devotion. That is what protects you. Devotion. The heart of the lion. Leo full moon on Regulus. Whoa. Whoa. I love that, Dawn. She said, I thought I had Audible on. I know, I kind of went in it and it was like the hour-long monologue. Totally multipass. You guys, tomorrow I'm going to come back, and at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going to do this powerful Leo full moon ceremony. We'll see what comes through in the cards, and we'll see what comes through in the music, the sacred sound current, the devotion. Tomorrow will be a day of devotion. Your heart. Sat Nam. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. There's 44. We're ending with 44. I love it. Oh my God, that's so awesome. Thank you so much for watching. If you're curious in more of what I do, check out all the links in the description of this video. Join our email list. Join us in the Starseed membership. I'm going to upload that full moon meditation right now. So it's going to be up if you guys want to watch it. But the email is going to go out tomorrow morning. And the PDF file will be ready as well. It'll be ready early in case you guys want to check it out. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And I will be back tomorrow for this powerful full moon ceremony. We'll step into, we'll do some bhakti yoga tomorrow. Sat Nam.